evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Tullahoma Schools received a passing grade from the state. The Manchester Police Chief is retiring, and there are more Tullahoma 2040 public meetings planned. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop Factory Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Manchester Police Chief Mark Yother, known to many as Yogi, announced his retirement at the Manchester Board of Mayor and Aldermen meeting earlier this month. I caught up with him for this interview.
I am speaking now with Police Chief of Manchester, Mark Yother, who is stepping down and retiring at the end of August. Mark, thank you for talking with us. First off, how long have you been in law enforcement?
I started in 1982, so August 25th will make 40 years.
Wow. So a good way to round it up. And you've been chief for how long now?
It's been 10 years this month.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I just wanted our viewers to know how much we appreciate it. Your representation of our area, what a stand-up individual you are, and I know how much you care about the community and the people and everything, and any words you want to say.
Well, I grew up in this community. I played ball at the city's sports fields and around town, swimming and swimming pool all my life, and then was able to serve the community that I grew up in and raised two beautiful kids. So like you said, I do love Manchester, and it's been a pleasure to serve. And it's been a good run, and maybe we'll see what's out there.
See what the future holds. Yeah. Well, again, I can't thank you enough for your service, sir, and I really do appreciate what you've done for us, and I know all of our viewers do. So, Yogi,
thank you. You've been a great friend, and it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
The Tennessee Department of Education released Tennessee Value Added Assessment on Monday, and Tullahoma City Schools saw tremendous growth regarding its end-of-course and ACT examinations. Tennessee Value Added Assessment measures students' academic growth over time rather than student proficiency on the Tennessee Comprehensive Assessment Program and end-of-course exams. The measurement helps educators identify best practices, implement programs that best meet the needs of their students, and make informed decisions about where to focus resources to ensure growth opportunities for all students. When Tennessee Value Added Assessment results are released, growth is determined on a scale of 1 through 5, with 3 being the expected level of growth in a year and 5 being the highest level of growth. At the high school level, Tullahoma students grew in all areas, including receiving 5s in 3 different subjects: English 1, Geometry, and U.S. History. Tullahoma High School additionally received a 4 in Algebra 2 and 3s in Algebra 1, Biology 1, and English 2. THS students additionally saw growth in their ACT scores this past spring. High school students achieved 5s in Composite, English, Math, and Science Reasoning, while also adding a 4 in Reading. Tullahoma High School also saw a rise in its graduation rate, growing from 90.4% in 2021 to 93.1% this past spring. Tullahoma City Schools Director of Curriculum, Susan Fanning, said, quote, To see this amount of 5s at the high school level is tremendous. A 4 represents more than a year's worth of growth, while a 5 is significantly more. It's been a difficult last 2 years, so seeing these results is wonderful." End quote. On TCAP, grades 3 through 8 examinations, Tullahoma received a 3 in literacy, while other test scores this past spring identified growth in certain areas for TCS students. While TCS students finished below the state level in some subjects, there are also areas where they improved from 2021. Middle school students improved their ELA and math scores during this testing year. Additionally, TCS also had several improvements from 2019, including the number of students who met or exceeded the state level. Tullahoma elementary and high school students improved English language arts results from their pre-COVID-19 pandemic scores. Elementary students additionally saw a positive bump in their math scores, while THS students scored well above their 2019 mark in science. TCS Director of Schools, Dr. Katrine Stevens, said, quote, "These last 2 years have been loaded with challenges, yet our students and teachers continue to work hard to improve. It is helpful to have these results so we can identify our next steps. While we celebrate certain outcomes, we also recognize there are areas to improve, and our staff members will focus their efforts on meeting the needs of our students, determining where they are and how to move forward. I am thankful to be a part of a team that remains focused on what is most important to students. We will continue to challenge students today for a limitless tomorrow." End quote. And we'll be right back after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
There's a lot of talk about the risks associated with the COVID-19 vaccine, but the reality is, it's safer than going for a run. Give it a shot. Find a free appointment today at covid19.tn.gov.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has recognized Tennessee veterinary trailblazer Dr. Jill Johnson with an Excellence in Service Award for exceptional service to the state and her fellow Tennesseans. Dr. Johnson is an animal health veterinary medical officer with the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, serving 13 Middle Tennessee counties. She joined Tennessee Department of Agriculture as field staff veterinarian in 2003. Before that, Dr. Johnson was the first female veterinarian in Coffee County, working in a private practice for 16 years in Manchester. Agriculture Commissioner Charlie Hatcher said, quote, "Dr. Johnson's years of experience, coupled with her willingness to help with any issue related to animal agriculture, makes her invaluable to our department and the citizens she serves. Her instincts are strong and she's made significant contributions to TDA's animal health mission." End quote. Dr. Johnson is highly skilled in working with disease testing and surveillance, and she's filled a critical need during foreign animal disease investigations in the state. Last year in Memphis, Dr. Johnson oversaw the initial epidemiological investigation and follow-up testing of racehorses diagnosed with chloroplasmosis and equine infectious anema. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Johnson assisted the Tennessee Department of Health with performing epidemiological follow-ups with persons who tested positive for the disease. While she's performing routine veterinary medical officer tasks, Dr. Johnson is often training fellow state and federal veterinary services colleagues. Sharing her knowledge and experience expands the resources available to livestock producers. Additionally, she connects law enforcement with animal resources to help care for and house animals seized during animal welfare investigations. Dr. Johnson said, quote, "Work associated with protecting animal health is continually changing, and it keeps it interesting. Having the opportunity to collaborate with many people in the ag industry is fulfilling. I strive to be an asset to the TDA Animal Health Division team and beyond," end quote. Dr. Johnson earned her Associate of Science degree in Pre-Veterinary Studies from Motlow State Community College and received her doctorate in veterinary medicine from the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Dr. Johnson raises polled Hereford cattle in Coffee County. Her farm is recognized as a Tennessee Century Farm and has been in Dr. Johnson's family for 5 generations. On Wednesday, the award for most money raised for Isaiah 117 was awarded to JWs in Winchester. The Isaiah 117 House is a charity which sets up houses that are used as emergency housing for children who have been removed from the custodian. We recently held a ribbon cutting for the house that's been under construction for the children. Laurel Stone brings us this video.
We are here at the Kiwanis Building in Franklin County, right here in downtown Winchester, and it is about time that we got this trophy awarded. JW's Lemonade Stand was the overall Lemonade Stand winner, and your total, it's a little more than we first had, $5,608.31. The trophy.
Everybody gets to touch it. Everybody gets to touch it.
Would you like to say something, anything, anybody?
What's this about?
Yes.
Just tell them what it's about.
So we are so excited too that you guys raised this kind of money and you went above and beyond. You impressed me. I think it was over $3,000 from Saturday until like Tuesday, something like that, which was incredible. Isaiah 117 House, we serve as a transitional place for children who are awaiting foster placement. Our home just opened up as of Monday, and so these funds will help. And so this is going to be wonderful to be able to supply the needs for these kids, because when they leave our home, instead of leaving with nothing or a black trash bag or a Walmart sack, they're going to leave with duffel bags, they're going to leave with clothes, school supplies, toys, blankets, beds, booster seats, car seats, anything they need. That is our mission, that we're going to make it easier for that foster family. So thank you again, everybody that came out and donated, got lemonade from you guys, and all of you for the creativity with the flyers and the PA system. You guys will above and beyond.
And we also want to recognize Tractor Supply here in Winchester for allowing us to set up in their parking lot and assisted us above and beyond.
That's one. So we have an upcoming music festival. It's actually across the road from the Kiwanis here, right behind the Oldham Theater, and that's going to be October the 1st. Gates will open, or the streets will be closed by 6 o'clock, and the show will start around 6 and end about 8:30. We'll have food trucks, so you can come out and have dinner, bring your chairs, come out, and it is our Faith and Family fundraiser music night. Yay!
More news is coming up just in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
He's a little bit of you, he's a little bit of me. He's the trash along the roadside of Tennessee. He's the garbage that we pack. He's the dream we left behind. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. A throwaway bottle or pop top can may not seem much to a traveling man, but a little bit of litter goes a long, long way. Rolling, I grow and get bigger every day. Tennessee trash messing up the highways. Tennessee trash jogging up the byways. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. Lord, there ain't no lower class
met the enemy, and he is us.
Welcome back. At last weekend's South Jackson Goes Country event, Reba Lovell dazzled the crowd with her original song, Only for Tonight, from her new album.
Now, Reba Lovell, right here. Wait a minute. Listen, this girl has a new album out, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And you hadn't said anything to this crowd about where they can get it, how they can find it, because we love you and we still love you, and we won't find your album and buy your album. So tell them how they get it.
Well, you can get it anywhere you listen to music. Apple Music, you can listen to it on Spotify, YouTube, any place you listen to music. It's on Pandora.
What's the name of the album?
It's called Good to Be Me.
And it is good to be you.
Sure is.
Reba Lovell, ladies and gentlemen.
You look so good in that white t-shirt. The way that it fits you makes me wanna flirt with you all night long. I know you came out with all of your friends. The way that you're smiling really has me thinking that we might ditch this place, find us a spot on the lake. See just how long it will take. Oh, fall in love, only for a night. So tell me all your secrets, 'cause I'll never see you again. Gonna have no regrets for the rest of my life. Wanna fall in love, but only for tonight. When we're alone, we can be who we want. No expectations, just shine in the dark. We can pretend tomorrow's not hours away. Baby, just give me the day. Oh, fall in love, only for tonight. So tell me all your secrets, 'cause I'll never see you again. Gonna have no regrets for the rest of my life. Oh, fall in love, but only for tonight. Oh, I'm tired of playing by these rules. What do you think we had out in them blues? Wanna fall in love, only for tonight. So tell me all your secrets, 'cause I'll never see you again. Gonna have no regrets for the rest of my life. Wanna fall in love, but only for tonight. Wanna fall in love, but only for tonight.
Reba Lovell, ladies and gentlemen.
After complaints from citizens claiming that the Tullahoma 2040 plan held secret meetings about building codes being implemented, Tullahoma Mayor Ray Noaes has planned 4 more Tullahoma 2040 plan public meetings to allow citizens to come examine the plan and ask questions. The first is this Friday from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. Second meeting will be this Saturday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And the same times will repeat next week. The meetings will be live streamed from D.W. Wilson's meeting room so that those who cannot attend in person will be able to watch. Look to the city's website, www.tullahomatn.gov, along with YouTube and Facebook for the stream. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
Here at Barkview Senior Living, they're human friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Parkview Senior Living, for your dog's best friend, you.
The Bookshelf in Tullahoma is the fundraising arm of the Coffee County Literacy Council. Since 1988, the Literacy Council's goal and purpose has been to support and promote adult basic education in Coffee County. We enable individuals to complete their high school equivalency exam, which helps them get better jobs or continue into higher education. The Bookshelf at 114 Southwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma is where we sell used books, which are donated to us by the community. Come see us, bring your books to donate, and join us as you find every genre of books that you can imagine.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in Life Care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Montlow State Community College says it understands the importance of supporting the mental health needs of students. Awareness of mental health needs continues to grow, and Montlow actively combats stigma surrounding those asking for help. Montlow staff therapist Melanie Pikett says, quote, approximately 1 of every 5 people are said to have some type of mental health issue, and college students are no different. As we come off a pandemic and are returning to class, being in person and having to interact away from technology, anxieties are certain to increase. That's true of all of us. We need a place where we have a friend, feel acceptance, and agency. When counseling services can help a student manage the stressors in their life and help them get to where they want to go personally, educationally, and in their lifelong journey, we've all been successful. It's important for the Montlow community and counseling services to help students meet key factors such as feeling supported, like they belong, and have a safe place to express themselves. This leads to increased retention. Supporting students with their mental health needs is an important goal, and lack of support can have an overall effect on enrollment and retention in college. Montlow offers numerous ways to help students in any setting in order to provide a safe and supportive space to address student concerns such as stress and anxiety, alcohol or drug abuse, personal or relationship conflicts, self-doubt or depression, to name a few. Montlow's counseling team works to promote available services, offer support groups on each campus, and provide easy ways for students to access services by either calling or emailing for a confidential appointment. Pikett explained, quote, counseling services continue to provide in-person or telehealth options for students. We offer open office hours where students can stop in when they need it. We also send a monthly newsletter via email to promote groups, hours, and provide educational items to help students be their best. Additionally, after hours, we recognize crisis services and the new 988 national hotline when individuals may be in crisis. It's important to recognize if it's a medical emergency to contact 911, end quote. Pikett said that there are a variety of reasons people may not seek help, such as shame, guilt, stigma, time, and fear. Too often, though, someone may see where an individual needs help and does not engage the person to show their concern. Hopefully, staff, faculty, and students will recognize when someone is not quite themselves, educate themselves on warning signs, and make a referral or help that student to get the help that they need. One never knows who you may help by just reaching out. Montlow provides education and training to faculty and staff to help recognize a student who might be in need and how to guide the student toward getting assistance and support through services available on and off campus. Some signals include a student who has become more withdrawn or isolated, missing classes, displays of uncontrolled rage, and among others. For more information about Montlow's mental health services, contact counseling at mscc.edu or 931-393-1010. 1960. All Motlow counseling services are confidential and free for currently enrolled students. If you or someone you know is having suicidal thoughts or actions, call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 for support available at any time of the day. And stay with us, we'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family. Caring. Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest. Engaging. With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
To be honest, I was skeptical about getting the COVID-19 vaccine.
I checked what the CDC says and spoke with my doctor about the potential side effects. It definitely made me much less anxious. She told me if I have some arm pain or feel tired, that's completely normal as my body builds a defense to the virus.
I was willing to take the vaccine to protect me, my family, and my friends.
Join the millions of Tennesseans who have decided to give COVID-19 vaccines a shot. Visit covid19.tn.gov to find an appointment today.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 2007 at 99 degrees. The record low was in 1958 at 54 degrees. The average high for this day is 87, and the average low is 66. Partly cloudy for tonight with a low of 65. Showers expected for Friday with a high of 84 and a low of 66. And mostly sunny skies for Saturday with a high of 85 and a low of 67. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.